Capricorn, how are you? We're going to get started on your psychic tarot reading for the month of May. My dear Capricorn, let's see, for those of you that care to know, I'm going to be using the Luna Soul Tarot. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Capricorn. This is your psychic tarot reading for the month of May. This reading is good for mid-May through mid-June, okay? All right, let's see, because I am uploading this reading, mid-May. Let's see, Capricorn, we have the King of Pentacles, and then we have the, what is this? I think this is like an extra card in the deck, and I really don't know how to interpret this. Okay, and then right now I heard just interpret it like a beanstalk. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles. So for many of you, this is the male Capricorn, or it's just you Capricorn, okay? And then here we have a beanstalk right next to it, okay? So I feel like for those of you that I'm connecting with, I feel like you find yourself in a place in time or in your life, in your career, even in your love life, or just in general, overall in your life, where you are able to climb up, okay? And seek more opportunity, okay, with this card here. I don't know what it is. It says something down here, Wu Wei or something like that. And with the King of Pentacles, guys, I feel like you find yourself in a place which is already very stable. I feel like you have found the security and the stability it is that you have sought. And you find yourself in a place where you are, we could say, comfortable. And I'm hearing, and you can definitely stay here some more. But I feel like for those of you that I'm connecting with, I feel like you can definitely do more in the sense of perhaps reaching for other hopes and other expectations. So and I feel like that in itself is really going to bring you a higher perspective, and it's going to bring you an expansion in consciousness that at this time I feel like is very much needed for you guys. There is a certain level of conformity here that you have, and that I feel like there's a deep part of you that wants to kind of liberate and you free yourself from that. With the Hangman being here, this is all about gaining a higher perspective, guys. And I'm seeing this, that beanstalk, which it's much like gaining a higher perspective because you're climbing, right? And the beanstalk is a seed, so it's some sort of opportunity, some sort of vehicle, we could say, which a portal vehicle, which requires for you to climb and reach for in order to reach a higher destination. And for many of you, I feel like that is a particular perspective it is that you are needing at this time to help you kind of better your life or help you accomplish something. With the Hangman, there could be a Pisces, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn of significance. For many of you, there could be perhaps, I don't want to say an inability, but perhaps a lack of action here in perhaps choosing a different or a particular direction because of where it is that you find yourself right now, which I feel like has been quite comfortable. I feel like it has provided you perhaps with the success, the security, and the stability that you feel okay with. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like for those of you that I'm connecting with, there is change here available for you, okay? And I do feel like there's a lot of change that is occurring in your life, and I do feel like there's an opportunity, okay, here at your disposal that is not going to be here for forever with the Wheel of Fortune. So then right now I'm seeing someone cut down the beanstalk. So if you could think about it like this, for many of you, there is a beanstalk around you, okay? I'm hearing look around. There's a seed, okay, that you have. The seed could definitely be an idea, okay, with this King of Pentacles. And if you could think about it like this, for some of you, you might have to trade something to get this idea. But what I mean by that is, like, in order for you to make this this possible, you might have to trade something for something else. So for many of you, I'm hearing that could be like a position for another position, for example, something like that. With the Wheel of Fortune, I don't feel like, again, this is something that is always going to be at your disposal. So I feel like if there's any advice that I could give you, my dear Capricorn, is that if there's any sort of change it is here that you've been trying to embrace, okay, whether in career, love, family, whatever, just life in general, I feel like right now is a very good time for you to do that. I do feel like it's going to take some sort of exchange. It's going to require for you to gain a higher perspective through, I'm hearing, action, okay? And I do feel like you will be faced with particular fears, okay? Because right now I'm seeing a big giant, okay? So I'm seeing the giant as representative of ego here, certainly that needs to be conquered, as well as like an I'm hearing an enemy, right? But that enemy for many of you is like your own. It could be your own self, okay? Here with this Five of Wands. So for many of you, yeah, fighting. There might be a lot of how do you say, for many of you, your biggest enemy, I feel like, could be yourself, okay? And I feel like that enemy could certainly be your present beliefs and your present ideas, beliefs, and level of consciousness as it pertains to perhaps the possibilities, okay, and opportunities that it is that you have at your disposal. I do feel like there is something here in particular, okay, that you're not seeing perhaps for fully for what it could be, okay? And with the Five of Wands, I do feel like this is a situation which you are incredibly conflicted about, knowing that that is completely normal, okay? And knowing that in taking this particular opportunity, it's really going to challenge you, and there's a lot of things certainly that you are going to have to fight against, okay, that are, you know, certainly potentially could stop you, I'm hearing. But do note that you have a fighting spirit, okay, and that you are able to overcome any sort of adversity that comes your way. And I'm hearing, and for many of you, that in itself, it's I'm hearing that climbing a beanstalk, guys, and coming face to face with a giant, okay, and defeating that giant is an incredible accomplishment. And I feel like for many of you, that accomplishment is going to be a whole lot of good fortune, guys. So I do feel like there's a particular giant within you. I do feel like that could be an ego for others of you. That could be a particular person, I'm hearing, at work. Maybe there's a particular person, a particular boss, which is making things very difficult for you to advance. Perhaps at work they're getting in the way, and they're a big a big factor here in the struggles that you are experiencing, okay, knowing, okay, that there's nothing too big for that you cannot defeat, and knowing as well that the fortune lies with you, okay. There's something about destiny here as well with the Wheel of Fortune. There could be a Aquarius, a Pisces. We have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. For many of you, you're thinking about doing something, but you don't really know if this is really perhaps the right thing to do, because maybe there could be a lot of risk involved. And with the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, you could be feeling quite stuck, I'm hearing. But there is a particular avenue here that you can take, guys. I feel like, how are you going to know what way that is? I feel like it's definitely not the easiest, okay. It's definitely going to challenge you. It's going to challenge your beliefs as to what it is that you are capable of doing. So the best advice that I have for you, my dear, is my dear Capricorn, is that if you are willing to face perhaps your fears with the Five of Wands, okay, and this Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords, do know that there you will have what is it, that, well, that the odds will be in your favor, okay. The Wheel of Fortune. We have the Eight of Cups And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. For many of you, this is going to require for you to move in a different direction. It's going to require for you to go towards your dreams, your hopes, and your aspirations. There could be a Cancer of significance. It might even require some travel. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is something that you're going to have to be patient with, okay? And every time, or if you have encountered delays, not to see them, you know, as delays, but more so see them as a process that needs to happen that requires your patience. So do know that there isn't necessarily any delays here, okay? It's just a matter of how long things take. So Eight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like there is something here waiting for you in the future as well that could definitely be yours. And then here we have the Seven of Pentacles, and there's a person sitting right in front of a plant. So I'm kind of seeing that as like the beanstalk, right? So I do feel like for many of you, there's two choices here that you have, okay? I do feel like I feel like wherever it is that you are at this time, okay? I feel like I feel like this is in regards to career for many of you, okay? I feel like there's a giant, okay? An enemy, which I'm seeing as like an enemy around you, that you are going to have to, in a sense, outwit, perhaps. Or it's a situation in which you're going to have to take a particular approach, okay? I feel like that approach is not necessarily visible at this time. I do feel like you're kind of stuck in this situation, and I do feel like it's just a major struggle, perhaps that you might even want to avoid. Something it is that you should know is that you have two choices. You have the choice of climbing this beanstalk and going face to face with this giant, which it might seem like your chances of winning are zero. But I'm hearing from many of you, you definitely have a fighting spirit, and you definitely can overcome this, but not first without experiencing a challenge, okay? Another thing that it is that you could do, so there's like two options here. I feel like it is that you can walk away from this, and perhaps it's walking away from this. I feel like for those of you that I'm connecting with, you're trying to reach a particular position, maybe a particular you're trying to reach a particular position. Let's just call it a destination here in regards to career. You could do two things, guys. You could face you could continue where it is that you are now, and you have a chance, absolutely, of defeating whatever challenges, whatever opposition it is that is there. To know that this is going to require something from you, some sort of exchange. Or I'm hearing you could leave whatever it is that this is, but do know that if you leave this, reaching your goals or your expectations, I do feel like it's going to take a little while longer. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but it will take a little while longer. You might, again, perceive these as delays, okay? But it's not necessarily that they are delays. It's just the particular approach. Let's see this as a route. If we could say there's this route and that route, I'm hearing you're headed towards a particular destination, okay? You could take this route, which is going to take you there, perhaps give you the opportunity to arrive at your destination a lot quicker, but it is going to require for you to exert a whole lot of energy, and there could possibly be some sort of possible failure there, okay, if you don't fight hard enough here with this Five of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune talks about things being unpredictable. And if you could think about it, you know, going against like a giant, for example, it is kind of predictable. I mean, you know, you could definitely lose, but you definitely have an opportunity to win. So that's very interesting, okay, here, like what I'm seeing. Now, the second option that you have is to leave whatever it is that we have here. And I do feel like this overall is going to be a much peaceful, much more relaxed path, okay? It certainly is going to take a little bit longer. It's going to be a bit of a longer road to travel. I mean, so it is, what is it that you have to decide? So for others of you, I'm hearing you could stay wherever it is that you at, and you could climb this corporate ladder very quickly, okay? But it is going to take for you to perhaps go against some people and just to fight for what it is that you want, okay? I do feel like you will experience a lot of opposition, okay? But I'm hearing, hey, not shying away from a challenge, okay? For many of you, sometimes that is what it takes. For others of you, you might choose not to do that. You choose to take this other route, okay? Leave a particular job, or, you know, leave. For many of you, this is leaving a particular job and taking another one, and choosing to advance there. I'm hearing absolutely that is possible. Advancement here, absolutely. It's just about how it is that you choose to get there. So I guess the message for you guys is, yes, there is opportunity here for you, and I feel like you could really go very, very, very far, but it's not going to come easy. But guys, nothing worth having is easy, okay? Or you could choose a different path that is less stressful, but it will take a little bit longer. I'm hearing it's all up to you what it is that you decide with this Wheel of Fortune, okay? It's all up to you what it is that you want to do. So advice for my dear Capricorn. Advice for my dear Capricorn. I don't know, any sort of advice, anything it is that you want to share with my dear Capricorn, as well as future energy, spirit. That's very interesting. We have the Tower reversed. We have the Ace of Cups. To me, this is like, don't give up. To me, this is don't give up. Look, and there's like a war going on. The Tower reversed. I'm hearing for many of you, don't let nobody push you out of a particular position. Don't let anybody bully you or push you off. I'm hearing, and then right now I'm seeing I'm seeing someone climbing the beanstalk, and then there's another, and there's like a fight going on there where like there's these two people or several people trying to climb, you know, the same beanstalk, and it's like, no, I want to get there first. You see, because here we can see the Tower as the beanstalk, and then it's reversed. So you see how there's people falling. So for those of you that I'm connecting, that's what I'm getting, guys. I'm getting that, you know, the message here, guys, is do not allow anyone to discourage you. And as well as don't give up on your hopes and your dreams and your aspirations. And with this Five of Swords, I feel like, unfortunately, this is the type of situation that we find ourselves in, where you find yourself in, where in order for you to reach your hopes, your dreams, or your expectations, a particular position at work, you're going to have to face the opposition, guys, and in a sense fight a war. A war, I'm hearing that you're not starting, a war that you didn't ask for, I'm hearing, but unfortunately those are the circumstances, and sometimes those are the cards that, you know, we're dealt with. So with the Five of Swords, do know that there will be one person standing, okay? So that is something it is that you should know. With the Ace of Cups reversed as well, I mean, I feel like this is a situation where you should not trust, okay, or get emotionally attached necessarily to anybody, okay, because I'm hearing, you know, that friend that you have at work, you know, they could want the same thing that you want. So there is a conflict of interest here as well that it is that you should know, okay, with the Tower reversed, the Ace of Cups reversed, and then the Five of Swords, okay? So do know as well that this is going to get, it could definitely get dirty, guys. And, you know, do know that it's kind of like what I heard right now. You know that saying, like, everything is fair in love and war. So this is not necessarily love, right? But, you know, it is war here. So that is something it is that you should know, guys. I mean, I can't tell you what it is that you should choose, especially not there with the Wheel of Fortune, because I do believe in freedom of choice, and something that is being made very clear to me here is that, well, we do have like at least two particular routes it is that you can take, guys. Look, here in the Five of Swords, we have two people back here that are watching this person. So, you know, guys, this is a situation, unfortunately, okay, where, you know, it's like outwitting and people. And look, if that's not your thing, okay, hey, that's fine, you know, like go take that other route, leave the situation. Do you know, I mean, but do know that if there's any friends at work, I mean, there's no friends here necessarily, okay, with the Tower reversed, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Do know that people are going to be looking out for themselves. That is something that it is that you should know, and therefore you should be looking out for yourself as well, okay? I don't feel like there's any room here to make any new particular relationships, not in this particular energy with the Ace of Cups reversed. That is something it is that you should know. So that's just kind of like more, you know, FYI for your information, okay? Let's get an oracle card for you, my dear Capricorn. The Sacred Self-Care Oracle, and then I'm going to pull another card from this other deck that I have over here. If you want to book a reading with me, my dear Cappy, you can do so by going to my website at vocevoyagetarot.com, or you could book a private reading with me. If you have an Instagram, please do follow me on there. That link is down below. All right, let's see. Capricorn, interesting. So it's kind of like a chaotic, you know, work situation. I mean, many of you could crumble under the pressure, or you could just continue fighting, okay? You definitely have a chance here, okay, to reach your, I'm hearing, a higher position or a particular goal that you have. Yes, it's not going to be easy. Yes, you're going to be confronted with a lot of opposition and a lot of challenges, but that's just the energy that it is that we have there. That is not your only choice. You could also leave and choose to take a different route. But if time is of significance, I mean, this is the quickest way. But of course, not without its pressure, perhaps. We have positive affirmations. Absolutely. I feel like at this time, especially when you're dealing with circumstances like this, guys, where there is a lot of like competitiveness, for example, it is very important that you meditate, that you make time for affirmations, for moments of mindfulness to help you process all of these energies and to help you stay focused. So let's see. 41 could be of significance, as well as the number 11. I'm seeing it there. The number 5, 41. Let's see. It says, mantra, I speak to myself with love and compassion and extend it to all those I meet. Absolutely. And I feel like that's another thing about this situation, guys, where, look, just because, you know, you find yourself in a situation where there's a lot of competitiveness, and perhaps, you know, you find yourself in a workspace where you can't really maybe make friends, it doesn't mean that you have to actively be at war with these people, okay? In the sense that you don't necessarily have to fight with them, okay? Yes, it is a competitive energy, but you can rise above that for sure. And I feel like that is symbolic here of the beanstalk as well, where you don't have to allow these circumstances, you know, no matter how negative it is that they are or they make you feel, you don't have to allow them to consume you and to put you at war internally with yourself and those around you. I'm looking at this situation as just a situation that you find yourself in where you have a goal in mind, and that, you know, you are determined to reach that, okay? Love yourself and speak to yourself as if you are the love of your life. Write yourself a love letter. Witness your beauty in the mirror and acknowledge it aloud, or take note of positive compliments you receive in recent times. Use these beautiful words to create affirmations that support and uplift you. Make speaking to yourself with love a daily practice. This practice requires a deep level of compassion for yourself, and keeping your internal dialogue positive can be challenging at times. Set up your phone background with a positive quote or inspirational message. Write empowering statements or sticky notes and put them around your house. Before you know it, everything around you will be reflecting this positive vibration. Absolutely, guys. It's very important that you surround yourself with as much positivity as you can, because you will be encountering some unscrupulousness with the 5 of Swords. And, you know, when we encounter, you know, those messed up situations, it can make you feel victimized, for example. It can make you feel like crap, and it energetically, it really could possibly take from you and affect you in a negative way. So I feel like just preparing yourself for, you know, preparing yourself on the daily to deal with these types of energy, okay? And I feel like if there's the best thing that I can advise, perhaps, that I can give you, is not taking anything personally, okay? I feel like simply, okay, by keeping that point of view there, it's really going to help you handle, and it's going to give you a totally different experience in all of this, okay? Which could certainly be for many of you. I feel like you should take the route of healthy competition, okay? No, and there, you can be you could be in a healthy competition energy, and there will always be that other one that is not. You see it all the time. Like right now I'm being reminded of Karate Kid. You know how you have the Karate Kid, in the white, and then I forgot his name, but then you have Cobra Kai, like in the old 80s movie. And they're in competition, it's martial arts, but there's always one that does the dirty tricks, and the one in the white, the Karate Kid, always has to really just rise above and not succumb to that type of behavior. And it does seem like he gets beat up, right? Like along the way, but in the end he is successful because he does not allow those other energies to bring him down. And that is really a weapon here, guys, of like trying to put you down, okay? So being aware of those things and knowing that you have the power to create your own reality, guys, and always choosing to rise above, okay? Always choosing healthy competition, guys. It's the best way, okay? Because, guys, you do find yourself perhaps in a crappy situation, but your perspective is really going to make all the difference, guys. It's really going to make your experience of whether it's going to be an okay one, a good one, a challenging one, a learning lesson, or if it's just going to be just a terrible experience for you. It just depends on you and your perspective and the mindset that you have. So making time, okay, to create positivity around you all the time, okay? Say sweet things to others. Share heartfelt compliments with your friends and family. As you infuse yourself with love through positive affirmations, you radiate positivity out into the world and receive more love and positivity in return. I speak to myself with love and compassion and extend it to all those I meet. So I feel like the message, my dear, I feel like that's a wonderful message for you. Do not allow yourself to be succumbed or overpowered by the negative forces around you, which will be there, okay? So rise above and choose not to succumb to that. Let's see. This is the Key Oracle deck for those of you that care to know. I'm having a tarot reading giveaway, guys, this month of May here on YouTube in celebration of reaching 100K subscribers. So thank you so much. I do also want to thank all of my supporters, all of my subscribers, for all of the love and support that you have given me, shown me through this tarot journey of mine. So thank you so much for helping me reach this milestone. And in celebration, I'm doing this tarot reading giveaway here on YouTube. All you have to do is comment on my May reading. So allow yourself to be seen. That's it. Sometime towards the end of May, I'm going to choose a random reading, one of my May readings randomly, and I'm going to go to the comments and just choose someone. Okay, it's a very random process. It's not a plan, or there's no particular process that I'm following, guys. So all you have to do is allow yourself to be seen. Okay, comment on my May readings. That includes the love reading for May, as well as the psychic tarot reading for the month of May. So that's it, guys. All right, let's see. Let's get a card for you, my dear Capricorn. Let's get this one. It says patience needed. I feel like for many of you, you're like, F this. This is taking too long. It's just, I need to leave. And definitely, guys, there's always options, okay? You definitely can do that, okay? You definitely can do that. But do know that maybe there is a lot to lose here, but there's also a whole lot to gain, okay? Patience needed, timing. Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing unless in instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted and now let them grow. That goes with the whole beanstalk thing, doesn't it? Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and less in instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted. Now let them grow. Patience needed, timing. This is what I have for you, my dear Capricorn. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.